Roosevelt and Yankton for the Region 1 championship. Roosevelt comes in as the big favorites, but trying not to get a big head in this one. A trip to the birdcage on the line. Ben Ersfeld on the mound for the Riders. He set the tone with 2 big strikeouts in the first inning, 2 of his 12 on the day. Yankton has a little threat going in the second inning. Hard single by Landon Locker, but Marcus Phillips gets it in quickly. That prevents Dylan Prouty from scoring. After the Bucks load it on a walk, Jack Halstead grounds one to second base. Yankton thinks they have a run, but interference is called. Ball is dead. Runners return to their bases. No score. Bottom of 4 now. Roosevelt has a threat. Wild pitch puts runners on second and third with 2 outs. But Sam Kamshoff digs out of a big hole with a strikeout, one of his 6 strikeouts on the night. Top of 5th now. Back-to-back singles by Drew Reichen and Joe Goki puts Yankton in business. A wild pitch would score. Drew Reichen, and the deadlock has ended. Yankton takes the lead 1-0. We move to the bottom of the 6th. Roosevelt has runners on second and third. Nobody out. Dane Mediger puts one right past the third baseman. That's going to score Kinzer. It is tied up at 1, but Yankton would get Dexter Payne at the plate to prevent giving up the lead. We'll move to the bottom of the 7th now, deadlocked at 1. Jackson Gravengood hits one to left field. Jack Halstead loses it in the lights. Gravy motors all the way to third. Jack Riddell would lift one to shallow right field with nobody out. Samuel Kamshoff reels it in and fires it home, but Gravengood has enough wheels to beat a good throw, and Roosevelt survives and advances to the state tournament.
Yeah, these playoff games, seen a lot of those over the years, these do-or-die games. First of all, just credit to Yankton for playing a really, really good baseball game. That kid, both their guys threw incredible. They're a scrappy baseball team, well coached. It was a pleasure to play them tonight, but I'm really proud of our guys for battling through some tough at-bats early in the game and being ready to go for that final at-bat.
Lincoln defeated Rapid City Stevens to get to the finals, and Brandon Valley took care of business against Rapid City Central. It was Lincoln and Brandon Valley with 1 ticket to play at the Birdcage next week. Let's go right to the top of the second inning. Nate Modal is on first base after a single, and Sawyer Mint gets into one, going yard, giving Lincoln the quick 2-0 lead. Bottom of the inning, Austin Reeder also goes yard, a jack to left field, and it puts the Lynx within 1, 2-1. We had some defense in this one as well. A Jandy-approved dive by Charlie Mickelson. What a catch! And that momentum would clearly swing toward the Patriots as they got the bases juiced in the top of the 3rd inning for Nate Modal, who explodes on one. Yes, a grand slam. Nathan Modal, 6-1 lead for the Patriots. They are feeling it. Bottom of the 3rd, senior Matt Brown gets a hold of one and rips it down the corner. A double. That'll score Carson Askdahl, and BV back in it, down 6-3. It would stay that way to the top of the 7th when Charlie Mickelson screams a triple. That'll score Lincoln Vasgard, and Lincoln takes the lead by 1 more, and they would end up winning this one 8-3. Lincoln had 9 hits, 3 extra base hits. Jackson Bowe on the mound, 6 2/3 with 7 strikeouts, and the Lincoln Patriots move on to the state tournament.
You know, it's overwhelming. We've kind of had an up and down year with how we perform, but overall, these boys left it all out there. What a game, and hats off to Brandon. They had a great season, great team, and our boys, we rung the bell, we played hard, and it came down to the wire. Granted, we had a nice little lead there, but at the same time, you can't count Brandon out. They're a tough team, so I'm just so happy for our seniors and our boys. Just this whole day in general. 2 great games by our pitchers. We couldn't ask for anything better.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's fun to do it for the seniors, I'm younger on this team, so it's fun to step up and be able to do it for the seniors and give our seniors another week to play.
Just all of that and knowing my teammates had my back. How are you guys able to keep your composure going against great teams?
It takes a lot of heart. Oh, jeez. This is Jackson Bowe signing off.
6th seed Washington at 3rd seeded Brookings for a trip to the state tournament on the line. Top of the 3rd, Miles Reese from Washington flies to right field. Nice catch by Breck Hershoff. Joe Jacobson would score, and that'd be the first run of the game. Warriors scored a total of 3 to break the scoring. But in the bottom of the 3rd, Brookings answers with their own 3-run inning. It's a big hit by Jake Ammon. He's going to score Ashton Whitty, and it is tied after 3. Move to the bottom of the 4th, where the Bobcats would take the lead. A Sam Harden single to center. That's going to score Breck Hershoff. Brookings up 4-3. Now in the top of the 5th, Washington would return the favor. Trevor Fitzsimmons doubles to center. That's going to score Miles Reese. It's tied at 4. Close one, back and forth all the way through. As we move to the 7th inning, Washington will lead off with a triple from Bryce Ronkin, his 2nd hit of the day. And after a walk, it brings up Andrew Glovich with runners on 1st and 3rd. He's going to hit a double into the gap. Both runners score, and Washington takes a commanding 6-4 lead. They would shut it down in the bottom of the 7th. Glovich on the mound hits a grounder, and they punch their ticket to the state tournament for the 2nd consecutive year.
Yeah, he threw a fastball, and it kind of just cut to the outside corner, and I just got my barrel to it, and ball went, and yeah, it worked out.
Next guy up approach all season long. We haven't been healthy until about a week and a half ago, and so just the way they stick together is really amazing. They really love each other, and you can hear it in the dugout the whole game. It's crazy.
We started off slow last year, and we were an underdog again, and same like this year, and we're hot, and it feels just the same.
In Region 4A, it was the defending champs of Harrisburg visiting the Mitchell Colonels, who were 16-7 on the year. They had Jake Helloyd on the mound, and he pitched 5 1/3 strong innings, including 10 strikeouts. Mitchell put up 6 runs, including 3 RBIs from Jonah Schmidt to win and advance to the birdcage.